Hi, welcome to Sufi Wars. In today's session, we'll be discussing about leadership personality. Okay, we'll be looking in the various aspects of a leadership, especially with a special focus on a leader's personality. How dynamically a leader's personality should be. When we talk about getting the work done with the help of team members, so in a way, here a leader is dealing with different personalities. Now, as we have also previously discussed, convincing a person to get the work done may not be an easy task. And often, good leaders come across challenging situations. They have to get the work done by the team members whose personality may be completely different. Okay, some may be talkative sometimes, some may be not taking up things seriously. Okay, some may not work as the leader is expecting them. So often a leader comes across different sorts of personalities as a part of his team. And as we have discussed, the work of a good leader is to ensure that he takes up the work from whatever sort of mindset his team member is. So let us get started with today's session on how a leader can mold his personality so that he can get work with any sort of different personality trait in his team. Okay, so let us first look at what challenges what may be the challenges which one may face. Okay, as a leader, what are the challenges that a person may face while doing the work or while getting the work done? The first challenge, what I see, is different personalities. Okay, so different personalities in the sense people are brought up in different environments, and as they gain experience, okay, they also start changing their personality, okay, refining their personalities. Now, different personalities in the sense, if the team members are very cooperative, then the work within the team will progress in a very good way. But unfortunately, let us take a situation where some work was assigned to a team member, but the team member did not take proper care to do the work in the expected way, and added to it, he takes all the situations in the same way. Too talkative, very far away from ground reality. Then what happens when a person is not aware of the ground reality? Then the end result may not be very progressive. He may not get the result which the team leader is expecting. And other one is sometimes people gossip a lot, so they try to uh, dramatize the situation. They try to share up the things within a team. So this is also a problem because somewhere the other, the objectives of the project, objectives of the work to be done on the hand, there is a possibility that there may be a deviation. And in some cases, if the by chance the team member is more knowledgeable than the team, it happens. Okay, so how it happens is, say some member has moved from one organization to another organization, and what are the present project he is working on, if he has good hands-on experience on that project, then there'll be a little difficulty for the leader to assign and get the work done by such a team member. So here what happens is, when there is one person within the organization or within the team with whom the leader is not happy, okay, so he's not getting the expected results, or whatever work that is assigned to this leader, the work is not uh, rendered, or the work is not done as expected. Then what happens? First, the leader makes up a opinion that this team member is a big disaster in my team. Okay, he is a big disaster in my team. Because of this team member, I'm losing my credibility, or I'm not getting the success which I have to get. So what happens in the beginning? These different personalities, because of lack of care of the leader to understand them, they may result in, okay, so they may result in a misconception. Okay, so there is a personality issue here. There's a personality. The leader may come to an understanding. He may first frame an opinion that the so and so person is not good. And does the story end with forming an opinion? Unfortunately, no. When in a team, a leader doesn't like one of the team member, maybe because of the faults of the team member. He may be very talkative, or he may not take up things very seriously. So what happens? He comes to an opinion that this person is not reliable. Okay, so he cannot be assigned the work. Now just imagine if this opinion the leader gets at multiple positions, not with one project, more than one or two projects. Then what happens? The leader starts making a perception. Okay, so this is where perceptions come into picture. He starts perceiving that person, that because of this person all the work is getting out of the hands, or not, the work is not going in the right direction, and because of only one or two persons of this kind, they have to face failure. Now a leader can find fault, but he cannot give excuses, isn't it? So however maybe the person, can we really change the personality of the person? No, we cannot change the personality of the person, isn't it? But the other way, if you look at from the other perspective, from leader's perspective, if leader can get down, if a leader can get down to the level, or if the leader can communicate the message to the team member who is very talkative, make him realize that as a, you are very good at communicating the things, okay, but at the same time I want to see that work has to be completed at any cost. When it is possible, when the leader has made the right assessment, he has correctly assessed the staff, or he has correctly assessed his team members, and he knows now that this person's weakness is talkative nature. Okay, but at the same time, if the leader recognizes, if the work is assigned to him, he never leaves a stone unturned to get the quality of the work. Means he's very efficient in the work. Now, if the leader takes up a little care and assigns the work to him in such a way, not bothering about his talkative nature, focusing more on the quality of the work, then it will be good for the team member, for the leader, and ultimately for the organization to fulfill its mission and finally achieve the vision in the long run. So A leader should not blindly form perceptions of his team members, and he should not tag them with those perceptions. Rather, he should make an attempt. If someone is behaving in that way, okay, that is up to him. Okay, so when it comes to work, what is more important? Work is more important, not the personal traits of the person. Okay, so these are two challenges which mostly a leader comes across while dealing with his team members. Okay, so now the leader should take care that this sort of people, like there may be different personalities or there may be different perceptions which the leader has made up. Now, if the leader doesn't change these perceptions, then they may be it may affect the personality of the leader itself. So, is there any way out? Means only way out here is understanding the different personalities. Okay, in how many ways or how these personalities can be categorized, how to deal with this personality sets. Okay, so let us look at the different personality types. So to understand the personality types, let us uh, categorize this people or different team members. Generally they can be in four different categories, like in the figure we have shown it as four different sets. Okay, to understand this personality aspects, we had taken the or we have categorized the information on the basis of two essential points. One is assertiveness and other one is effectiveness. So they may be a personality type with high assertiveness and uh, low okay sorry high assertiveness and low expressiveness, isn't it? So high assertiveness and low expressiveness. So there may be one category with high assertiveness, high expressiveness. So let us try to understand different personality types. So once you understand the different personality types, it will be easy for a leader to delegate the work, assign the work, and to see that the work is done by that team member as expected. Okay, so let us first look in the first quadrant, or a team member who is with high assertive and low expressiveness. Okay, so let us call, if such a person with high assertiveness and low expressiveness, we'll call them as direct team member. Now, what does a direct team member say? High assertiveness means he is very assertive, means he is very alert. Low expressiveness, so he doesn't express. Okay, means if you assign some work to this person, he will say spontaneously on the face, like it is one to one. He will never hesitate. He will not have a back thought in his mind. He will not think about how people will react to his remarks or statements. But he will be knowledgeable. You can easily take work with this type of personality. High assertive means if you tell him something, he understands the things at that moment. He's very assertive but low expressive. He may be straightforward. He may put across the things in a very uh, just like striking to the point. Okay, he may not have any hesitations. He will speak his mind. Now, as a leader, how to get the work done by someone who is very straightforward. We know, leader knows that this person is direct. He is very straightforward. So, the leader should present, or the leader should assign the work in such a way, using the words in such a way that the other team member does the work. Okay, and here a leader has to a little bit reframe the sentences, like how to reframe. Instead of giving a very clear, crystal clear instructions that are needed, what the leader do is he can tell them like, you can do it and you are the best one to do this work. That's the reason I am assigning you. But I want to get the work by so and so time. How you are going to do it's up to you. But see that the assigned work is completed on time. Means what is the leader doing here? He is keeping a deadline, and he is presenting the things, keeping the assertive nature of the team member in his mind. Then see how smoothly the work will progress. Now, if we look at the other quadrant where we have spirited personality type, spirited. Now, this spirited personality type will have high assertiveness and very high expressive. Means they'll be not only good at catching up the things fast, very intelligent, sharp, and they will also be high expressiveness. Means they are the ones who will always would like to go with multitasking. They are the ones who say, sir, I can do this, I can also do that. So their mind will be just blowing up with as many thought process as possible. So they are something like multi-talented. So they are the ones who say that if you can give me a job, I can do this to my best. But the problem with this sort of people will be they have the capacity to do the work, but how long the energy levels which you see in these people on in the first phase of the project, when they start the project, they'll be very energetic. But unfortunately, as they go towards the end of the project, they may not show up the same energy levels. What may be the reason for this? One simple reason for this is they are multi-talented. Means instead of focusing one thing at a time, their mind often shifts from one part to the other part. It's not like they don't want to do it. It's only because their mind is always preoccupied with a lot of zeal and enthusiasm to do the things. Some way or the other, they will unknowingly, they will neglect that they are not focusing as much as possible. Now, as a leader, when you are assigning work to someone who falls in this spirited personality, so what do you have to do? Encourage them, motivate them, praise them before the team members, tell them that you have the capacity, you can definitely do it. At the same time, give a deadline for them and tell them about quality. Okay, it's not like their thoughts are good, but again they should take care to turn their thoughts into deeds. Okay, in the stipulated time and without any compromise on the quality. Okay, now these people sometimes will be exaggerating the things, high spirited, so their energy levels will be very high. So probably they may sometimes be not be, or sometimes they may overlook the ground reality. And the job of a leader is to recognize that ground reality and to tell them where they are overlooking and where they have to take a special care, so that whatever the project that they have projected, whatever the project they have put forward with the zeal, then only they'll be able to accomplish it. Okay, so that was a little bit about spirited type of personality. Next one is systematic personality type. Now, a person with systematic, or a team member with systematic personality type will have low assertive nature and low expressiveness. Low assertive nature and low expressiveness. Does it make it negative? No. Now these are the ones who base their work on lot of research. They'll take the help of statistics. They do a thorough research. Okay, so they will not leave any stone unturned to decide the things. They'll gather as much information as possible to see that they are giving the best of the best reasons. Systematic. Whatever they do, they will have a systematic approach. Means they will be more refined, they will be more logical in their statements. Okay, they'll be well organized in their work. They may not be exaggerating the things, they may not be very straightforward, but whatever they speak on the basis of facts. But the problem here is, though they are very good at work, they often get stuck in the statistic figures. Okay, so they will not be able to see the future origins. They just talk about either the present or the past. Now, when dealing with people who are systematic in nature, the author should take a little bit more, sorry, leaders should take a little bit more care and try to guide them, telling them that you have done a very good job on logical forefront, your work is accepted, but you should also make them think to talk about or to look at the future aspects. Okay, and the good thing about someone, a team member who is very systematic personality type, he is amicable. He is ready to understand. He will follow the commands. Okay, he will follow the instructions. He will be ready to seek the guidance of the leader, provided the leader should present it in a logical way. So generally, leaders will not have a tough time dealing with this systematic type of personality. The next one is considerate personality type. Now, when we deal with this considerate personality type, here we are talking about uh, personality which is highly assertive and low expressiveness. Highly assertive and low assertive means on motivational levels, this team member will be always at high spirits, or he will be of high energy levels. This type of person, whenever there is a conflict within a team, okay, it is considerate type of person who will try to resolve the issue. He will always take up the initiative if there is by chance any misunderstanding within a team. That misunderstanding, he will take up the role and he will resolve the misunderstanding. Okay, so these people will be very good at inspiring the other members, motivating the team, seeing that the team goes in the right direction. But problem with these people is sometimes they may be a little sensitive. Okay, they may start taking up things too hard. So when a leader has to deal with someone who is very of considerate personality, he needs to be careful a little bit not to hurt his personality. A little bit take care to reframe your words when you're dealing with a person who is of considerate personality. And they will be very good at doing the work, but they'll be more emotionally discharged. Okay, so they give a lot of importance to emotions than the work. That's the only a little bit drawback with this type of people. So once in a while, a leader needs to make them aware that first priority should be given to the work. As human beings, we also have to respect emotions, but the first priority should be given to quality of the work. Quality comes first, isn't it? So hopefully now you have an understanding of how to get along with different team members. First thing a team member should do is he should find out if he has an issue with one team member. In which category does this team member personality fall in? Is he spirited? Is he direct? Is he considerate? Is he systematic? When the leader understands, then he probably knows the personality type of the team member. Then, accordingly, the leader has to adopt the approach to ensure that the work is done. Okay, so finally, it is how the work is how the work is getting accomplished. That has to be given more importance. And hopefully, what are the inputs that I have given to you in this today's session, I think it will be helpful for you to evolve as a very good leader. Okay, so thank you, and that brings us to the end of today's session. Have a good day.